You'll start attracting healthy masculine men who are ready to commit, not when you make things easier or more convenient for them.
Why don't men woo women anymore? Like when girls are like, wow, I'm really into him. Because every time I go on a date, it's just like thoroughly disappointing and lacking in effort.
Men don't chase women anymore. Cause honestly, y'all.
Imagine wanting a man to jump through hoops, chasing you around like a game of tag. What a complete waste of time and energy. Men don't chase because modern women today are not worth chasing. That's just the reality.
Men don't ask girls out anymore. All they do is they sit at home, scrolling to TikTok, liking pictures of like 3 weeks ago, going, yeah, that's my wife. And then they go back to scrolling and watching cat videos. And honestly, I think that's why we're all single.
Why don't men woo women anymore? Like when girls are like, wow, I'm really into him. Because every time I go on a date, it's just like thoroughly disappointing and lacking in effort. And it's not about like money or anything like that. You don't have to put money in. It's just making a girl feel like you actually care about her. And like I hear stories from like the older generations about their dating life. And I'm like, yeah, that just doesn't exist anymore. I don't know if it's like dating app culture, hookup culture, whatever, but men don't woo women anymore. Why?
A lot of women are asking why men do not woo anymore, but they avoid the uncomfortable answer. Men stopped going all out because modern dating taught them that effort is not always rewarded. A man can plan, pay, text, open doors, and try to make her feel special and still be told there is no spark. He can be consistent and get called boring. He can pursue and be called too much. Over time, men adjust. The old romantic effort existed in a culture where women valued it differently. Now many men see dating as expensive, uncertain, and often one-sided, so the effort drops. Chivalry did not disappear in a vacuum. It disappeared when men stopped believing the return was worth the risk.
Y'all, men don't be being men no more. I don't care what nobody's talking about. Not all men, but a lot of men. Bro, we was literally walking through the park with tents, toilets, all kind of shit. Like, I had a whole wagon full of shit. These men staring like ain't nobody's business, but nobody asked to help. You think you finna get my number? Yeah, not gonna happen, my guy. Like, what the fuck? Men, whether they were interested or not, y'all need help. Y'all need help. You need me to take this to car. You niggas are princesses, and I don't like it.
What are your thoughts on the expression happy wife, happy life? Why not happy spouse, happy house? Isn't that more of an equal arrangement?
It is equal, but I think when the wife is happy, everything runs more smoothly, because when the wife is happy, it's just like a happier lifestyle.
If I'm happy, we're all going to be happy, because if I'm in a bad mood, I'm going to make it known that I'm in a bad mood, and everybody is not going to have a good time. But if I'm good, then we're all going to be good, and it's going to be great.
If your wife is happy, she's going to treat you like a king all the time, because you treat her like a queen. She's going to do the same to you.
Happy wife, happy life, that's a pretty traditional term. Honestly, our parents believe in it, but not so much these days.
Why not happy spouse, happy house? Isn't that more of an equal arrangement?
It is, but it depends. Like, are both putting in that same effort for both to be happy?
This is exactly why men are questioning the old deal. Happy wife, happy life sounds cute until it becomes emotional hostage-taking. If the whole house has to revolve around one woman's mood, that is not love. That is control. Men used to pursue, provide, and go hard because they believed it would be met with respect, warmth, and loyalty. But if the reward is walking on eggshells, mood management, and being treated like her happiness is his full-time job, a lot of men are going to pull back. Chivalry needs appreciation to survive. It does not survive inside relationships where a man is expected to serve a woman's feelings while his own peace does not matter.
I don't know if there's like a chivalry epidemic, but I can honestly say that in the 21 years I've been living, in every single first date I've been on, I have never once received flowers from a man. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's a small act of kindness that goes a very long way. And I don't think they realize that. It is such a nice gesture too. They're not expensive. They're so pretty. And it just means like you thought ahead and you thought of something before going on that date. And people are like, oh, that's not my girlfriend. I don't need to get her flowers. how do you think you're gonna get a girlfriend?
Remember Paula Cole's song, Where Have All the Cowboys Gone? I feel like I'm always singing that in my head, just looking for signs of life, of just men, you know? Case in point, I just was in a pretty busy shopping center around lunchtime. I was walking up to a UPS store carrying 2 pretty big boxes that I needed to return to Amazon. They were awkward. It was heavy. You could tell that I was struggling. Guys were around me everywhere. Notice I say guys and not men. It was as if I didn't exist. And then all of a sudden I hear the kind voice of a woman saying, "Can I help you?" Yes, you can. Not only did she go out of her way to kind of catch up to me and get a door for me, but she was carrying a couple of pretty big bags of a to-go order, and that didn't stop her. I was so grateful. But for the guys, it's just nothing. Nothing.
This is what many women mean when they say chivalry is dead. They notice men are not jumping in to help anymore. But the question is, why would men keep volunteering for women who spent years saying they are independent, do not need men, and do not want gender roles? Men heard the message. So now some of them mind their business. Is it cold? Maybe. But it is also predictable. A culture cannot mock masculinity, reject traditional male responsibility, and then act shocked when men stop performing it for strangers. Chivalry was never just about strength. It was also about honor, appreciation, and a shared understanding between men and women. That understanding has been broken.
I was just talking, I'm getting absolutely flamed online right now, by the way, because I just talked about the phenomenon of men getting in the relation, like they're pursuing really hard and they're trying really hard and they're showing you all this effort. And then the relationship starts, like the real relationship. And all of a sudden, all effort's gone. It just tanks. There's no pursuit anymore. There's no like small gestures. Like they become, they give you this really high effort version of themselves. And then that's not actually what is in the relationship. Like it was kind of a bait and switch, which I think is very, very common.
Hey, help me settle a debate that I had with a friend. My theory was that men do not chase women like how they used to anymore is because a lot of women are open to commitment, open to relationships, they're healing, they're doing the work, and therefore good women are more common than rare. So I feel as though men have more options where I don't believe, unfortunately, a lot of men are doing the kind of work that's required to be in a committed relationship in this generation. And they were saying, my friend was saying, good women are still rare to find. However, access has become more prevalent through social media, dating apps, low effort intimacy. Therefore, men who are not doing the work or prefer not to do too much emotional work that are preferring low effort intimacy. What do you think?
The issue is not that good women are suddenly everywhere. The issue is that access changed. Dating apps, social media, and hookup culture gave men more ways to get attention or intimacy without traditional pursuit. But women also helped build that culture. Men do not chase the same way in a market where access is easier, commitment is riskier, and many women still expect old-school effort without old-school reciprocity. Pursuit declines when the reward no longer matches the cost. If low-effort intimacy is available, a lot of men will not move like men had to move in the past. That does not mean women caused every problem, but it does mean incentives matter.
Say men don't want to woo women anymore?
Do you think men still are trying to woo women? From a men's perspective, I want to know.
I know, but why does a man have to impress you?
Because, that's the whole, the fun part of dating is that you are both trying to impress each other. You don't think so?
But you say the man has to woo you for you to be interested?
No. What? He just asked me for my body count?
I will 100% die on the hill that men will only approach you when you seem less maintained. I'm at the St. Louis airport and I had an employee come up to me. And first off, the Southern charm is so real. Literally have not been approached that way in It was so respectful and so sweet. I am never approached when I have makeup on, when I have my bag, my whole jewelry set, but I am not wearing any makeup. I have my lash clusters on and some extensions, some lip gloss, but no makeup. It was like, I just wanted to let you know how beautiful you are. And if he asked me if I had a boyfriend, and then he's like, well, if God ever puts us in the same path again, like, I would love to take you out, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm not interested, you know? And he was like, oh, well, you have a beautiful day, blah, blah, blah. And he walked away. But my point being is that I will always say that men approach you when you are less done up.
A lot of men are more drawn to natural women than modern women realize. Men often approach women who look relaxed, real and approachable, not women who look like they are performing an image. Heavy makeup, perfect styling, designer energy, and high-maintenance presentation can make a woman look less accessible. That does not mean men hate makeup. It means natural beauty and softness often feel warmer to approach. When she is not overly done up, the interaction feels less intimidating and less transactional. A lot of women think being polished will bring more masculine effort, but sometimes it creates distance. Men are not only looking at beauty, they are also reading energy. Natural, calm, feminine energy is easier to approach than a woman who looks expensive, guarded, and hard to please.
I recently realized that women literally cannot chase men. Biologically, we're not meant to do it. We're not. I was thinking about how the egg literally positions itself and waits for the sperm. You don't see the egg going out of its way to find sperm, do you? No, you don't. The sperm literally not only have to go find the egg, but they have to compete against everybody else. So quite literally, as a woman, you should be having all these other guys compete for your love because that's what the fuck your egg is doing. So now why are you going out of your way to do more than literally what your egg is doing? Your egg is sitting there minding its business, and if somebody don't come to it this month, try it again. One thing about that egg is never gonna settle until somebody get to it. So I feel like as a woman, I just realized, I was like, yo, like I could never chase a man. Like, that's so dumb. Like, how am I gonna do something my egg don't even do?
I did this crazy thing yesterday where I went out into the wild and I talked to men. I know. I needed proof that the men in the comment sections of my videos, the ones that leave horrendous comments, didn't represent how all men think. So I asked 6 men, 2 in their 20s, 1 in his 40s, 1 in his 50s, and 2 in their 70s, if they've ever held a door for a woman and if she's ever yelled at them for it. And they all said yes. If you're a woman and you're yelling at a man in public for holding the door for you, shame on you. Men hold the door for me every day, all different places. And you know what I say? Thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day. And that is the only reasonable response. Anyway, I asked these guys, as a result of that, do you no longer hold doors for women? To which they all replied, no. One said, just because she's crazy doesn't mean I am. Another said, just because she has no standards doesn't mean that I don't. And the last one said, she's a woman. I'm a man. That's how I was raised. I will continue to hold doors for women. And so my social experiment is done, and the men in the comment section can just stay in the comment section.
The general stinginess happening in the discourse about romantic relationships in my comment section is making me fucking sick. Everything should be 50-50 because it's an equal partnership. Just say you don't understand the value of feminine energy and move on. This is why women hate a lot of straight men, why we detest them, because they don't understand a woman's value and it shows. If you've ever even fixed your mouth to ask the question, what do you bring to the table? You've already lost, because what you're saying is, I don't understand women. Can you explain them to me? No, I fucking can't. Okay? But since we are so obsessed with making relationships transactional, I will say this. You could be paying for everything and it still would not even be a fraction of the value that she is providing. If you truly understood, you would be doing everything you can to support her. A good relationship is not two identical people with identical energies and identical everything coming together. It's about complementing each other. And do you understand that that your suspicion that women are using you for your money, it's sick. You need hypnotherapy. You're having schizophrenic delusions. You need to be medicated. Okay? If you're looking for someone who's going to provide the exact same thing you provide, you're not looking for a woman, you're looking for a man, which is totally fine, but let's be honest about it. We've made everything in this world masculine. Data and numbers and transactions and working hard. And now we're trying to do it with feminine energy too. It's tragic.
What feminine energy are men supposed to understand? What feminine energy is out there that would allow men to go hard for women anymore? Because a lot of what men are seeing is not softness, peace, gratitude, or cooperation. It is entitlement wrapped in spiritual language. She says men should support women, pay, and stop asking what women bring to the table. But that is exactly why men stopped pursuing like before. Men are tired of being told their role is to provide, while women refuse to explain what value they bring back. Calling a basic relationship question transactional does not make the question wrong. It exposes the real issue. A lot of modern women want men to honor feminine energy while showing very little feminine energy worth honoring.